Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Adam, it's just you tonight. How's
Ah,
DC? How's the weather? How's everything?
weather is great. We're in the 70s. DC is great. Yeah, things are going good. I did my early voting. Did you
Yeah.
get a chance to yet?
Yes, I already voted last week, I think, or the week before. Yeah, I definitely did that.
Nice,
Very
nice.
important.
Oh
Very important.
yeah. You have a good one, Chike. I know he's not with us at the moment, but he has a big one in his state. DC doesn't
Yeah.
get that exciting of a vote, but yeah, you
Right.
guys have a big ones.
I know. It was funny. I was telling someone about who I voted for. Yeah. I said Herschel Walker. I said, hold up. I didn't vote for him. I voted
Good.
for Herschel Walker.
I was about to say I might have to quit the show.
All right. I might have to quit the show if I do that. But no, but he was the first name that I saw. That's why I said his name. But no, never.
Exactly.
So what's going on in the wonderful world of movies?
Yeah, so I saw an interesting one that I was I knew was slightly on the radar, but didn't really pay attention to until recently. But it's called The Banshees of Inisherin, and it is a dark comedy movie starring Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson, and a few others. And it's directed by the same person who did In Bruges and most famously Three Billboards Over Ebbing, Missouri. So this movie takes place in the 1920s in a small Irish island off the coast of Ireland. And one day, a friend just decides he doesn't want to be friends with this other person. And the main character, Colin Farrell's trying to figure out, well, why don't you want to be my friend anymore? We've been friends forever. And what can I do to get our friendship back? And so that triggers a whole series of events that leads to kind of this craziness, the dark comediness of it, and really gives a whole perspective on the movie. It's pretty good. It's a weird one, so I would say this: if you're looking for a good laugh, if you like dark comedies, if you like Three Billboards, you'll like this one. But it's definitely got some dark elements to it. It gets a little crazy. One point, and this is in the trailer, is the main friend who doesn't want to be friends with Colin Farrell's character anymore says if he talks to him again, he's going to cut off his finger every time that Colin Farrell talks to him, and he leads with that threat. And I don't want to spoil it too much, but there's some intensity that goes along with this. So it's in the theaters right now, but highly recommend it. It's something worthwhile to check out. And if you're looking for something maybe more in the TV realm, I did start watching this Blockbuster series. I don't know, Stephen, if you heard it. It's just a kind of a sitcom that is on Netflix of all places, but it's about the people who work at the very last Blockbuster in the world. And
Mm.
it's kind of like, think of like a Superstore, I feel like, but in a Blockbuster where you have different characters and their different personalities and how they go along. JB Smooth is kind of the main name in that series that's taking place, but it's on Netflix. It's a fun kind of comedy again that's just about people working in the last Blockbuster.
Yeah.
And then besides that, Abbott Elementary still going strong. I know we were out for the Halloween episode, but the Halloween episode was hilarious. Probably the best episode of the show so far.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'm watching, I haven't finished yet, The Watchers on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I only watched one episode in my house, but when I was in Portland, they were watching it. So I was able to get I can't remember, I don't know what episode I'm on, but God wrote well into it. And so, it's based off a true story.
Mm-hmm.
Where a family moves into this old home. The dad couldn't really afford it. Well, he could afford it, but he had to pull some strings to afford it, pretty
Mm-hmm.
much. And so apparently there's a lot of history in the home. Their neighbors, they're watching, someone's sending letters to the home, letting them know we're watching you, and being specific so that they are watching. So they're trying to figure out who this person is. But watching that, can't wait to finish that one up. And then I saw a movie called The Good Nurse, which was also based on a true story. It's on Netflix, and it's about this woman who, she befriends this gentleman who transfers into the hospital And then all of a sudden, patients that she's working with, he's kind of shadowing her, and they start dying. And these are patients that you wouldn't think are going to die. You know, they're obviously sick, they're hospital bound, but you wouldn't think that they're going to die, and they die. And then they have to determine why they're dying. And the only common denominator is this new nurse who she really likes as a friend. He knows her daughters, he knows everything. And so you got to see what happens with that when she discovers, oh, this could be him. Well, he's brought to her attention by the authorities, the police officer, who she said, no, he had nothing to do with it. We'll see what happens there. But those are two, that's a good movie I saw. And then the Watchers. Yeah, I saw the actors they were interviewing on one of the news channel, CBS Mornings. And so I didn't realize it came on Netflix, but when I saw it there, so I'm gonna watch this. And it was
yeah, it looked good. I know it was like the top film on Netflix for a little while, so I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah, so definitely want to check that out if you get a chance. And we all know what's happening this weekend. Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, did you buy your ticket yet?
I have not bought my ticket yet, but I definitely plan on going to see it this weekend if I can find a theater. You know, I'm sure it'll be packed.
So we bought our ticket a few days ago because we know like just ahead of time. It's like middle of or early on a Saturday, but we wanted to make sure we got seats because this is going to be the movie of the season at least.
And everyone's saying how people who have seen it saying how because it's kind of hard to do a sequel. You know what I mean? Especially something that blockbuster, that big. They do a great job honoring Chadwick Boseman's character. And just the storyline. There's so many twists and turns that you don't expect. And they have new characters, you know what I mean? So I look forward to seeing it. Definitely.
Yeah, me too. I saw the trailer for the first time actually for this when I was watching this Banshees movie because I try to avoid trailers of movies I know I'm going to see because I'm like I don't want spoilers. I know I'm going to see it. Why bother with the trailer? But this trailer came out and they did such a good job with. I forgot how they started it with one song and they ended it with the Kendrick Lamar song. I don't know if you've seen this trailer, but it was it looks really good and I'm excited about it. This is we've had so many Marvel movies, but this one I feel like is really going to put it back in the like purview of everything.
The director he said that he had already written the story and then Chadwick passed away and he said this was the first time he had to go back and change what he was writing.
Interesting, yeah.
Wow, he was like, what do I do with this? And they actually, the day before they start shooting, they went to the cast that was, involved in those first 2 days. They went to his resting place with some of his family and kind of paid the respects. And so they felt his presence in the making of this film. So
nice. Yeah, I'm excited.
The big thing is Rihanna, she's on the soundtrack. And so she has a song that went #1. And the song, I remember when I first heard it, because everybody was talking about Rihanna has a new song. So I was driving the car and it came on and it was kind of depressing. I was thinking maybe because it's Friday and it's like 5:00 and I'm like in a good mood. I'm not feeling the song. But it was like a Sunday evening and I was home with a glass of wine. I would definitely be feeling it. Yeah. But then I saw the video and the video, you can tell it's playing tribute to Chadwick.
Okay.
And then I really liked it, liked it a lot. But yeah, so fingers crossed. We'll hopefully next Monday we can discuss your review.
I know Chike will see it, so we'll be ready for it. Yeah.
Anything else coming down the pipeline you're excited about?
No, the Wakanda Forever is really the main thing. And then, so Netflix came out with this movie, All Quiet on the Western Front. I don't know if I mentioned it. It's kind of the original came out 100 years ago and it's based on a book about World War I. I do want to see that. It is one of those movies that I feel like I have to be in the mood for because it's going to be depressing. It's World War I and things don't go well there. So, but that's on my radar as well.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you as always for letting us know what to spend our time and money on and what not. And we'll talk again next Monday.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Right back after this.